I'm with Fanta Hun here at the Christian Media Summit. Now, Fanta, where are you from?
From Ethiopian Orthodox Church.
Yeah. And why have you come today to the Christian Media Summit?
Yeah, I have been invited by the Israeli government to attend the summit, and maybe I will take some experiences from Christians and from broadcasters, and I will share also my experience for broadcasters and the Christians.
Is this your first time in Israel?
In Israel, it is second time, but to attend this type of meeting is first time.
What's it like for you coming up from Ethiopia to Israel?
Yeah, because, for Ethiopians, Israel is, our second homeland, and Ethiopia is an ancient Christianity there. We are saying that we were believing in Old Testament before the birth of Christ, and we are also the first Christians to be baptized in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. It's written in the Apostle chapter 8. So I'm saying that I'm coming to my second country here, especially for the Christians.
And Ethiopia is even mentioned in the Bible, isn't it?
Yes, of course. More than 45 times in Old Testament and New Testament.
And how is the Christian community in Ethiopia today?
We have, as I said, we have strong community there, especially the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. We have more than 60 million believers there, and there is also Catholics and the Protestants, the so-called also Pentecostal churches from US, sometimes from UK even. So it's a big community there. When you compare with Muslims, the number of Christianity there is more than 80%, to say that.
Wow, so you really are a Christian nation.
Yes, it's a Christian nation. We are saying that Ethiopia is an island of Christianity because, the neighboring countries like Somalia, Sudan, Djibouti, most of them, more than 95%, are Muslims. So the only survival country in Horn of Africa is Ethiopian Orthodox Church in Ethiopia.
What difficulties does the Ethiopian Christian community face?
Yes, the first is that, I don't know here in Israel or in other countries. As I said, I may take experience. There is a conversion from Christianity to Muslims, but it is not an evangelical conversion. We can say that it is an economical conversion.
Right.
Because of, the support of Saudis and the United Arab Emirates and so on and so on. So we are poor countries, it's clear that. So we have a lot of jobless. So they are giving a lot of money to convert them to Muslims. So day by day, they are converting. That is a big problem. That is the first one. And the second one is there is also this the so-called fanatism or the Muslim murderers. They are coming now from foreign countries. You see when they dress, when they speak, hate speaking, hate preaching, and so on and so on. So we have this type of problem.
So this is a big challenge for the Christian community.
Not only in Ethiopia, it's worldwide, especially the African countries. Because of their poorness, they are coming first economically. They are saying that they are trying their best to support you, but it's not just like that. Then the second question is just to convert from Christianity to Muslims. But when you see also the Christians, when they support, they don't see their religion, but the human being. Whether he is Muslim or Christian, we are supporting him. But when you see in other ways, the Muslims, their priority is their faith or their religion. They don't want to support the Christians. So one is this economical problem. The other is, as I said, these fanatic Muslims, the so-called radical Muslims, and they are coming with a lot of, dangerous things.
So you work in broadcasting. Are you supporting the Christian community?
Of course. First, our priority is not to hate each other. As you know, there is a hate preaching between Christians even themselves. For example, between Protestants and Catholics, especially Africans. I studied in Europe. In Europe, I didn't see that. So there is a hate speech, hate preaching between Christians. So we are trying to unite the Christians in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. And not to fight each other. It's not worldly, but physically even. So they should see their, big enemy. As I said, it's coming to Africa. They may murder the Christians. They may they kill the Christians, sure. So the Christian should see their big problem, not the small one, between each other. So we are trying to unite the Christians.
And so what sort of broadcasting do you do?
Yeah, as I said, first is that, we protect our Christianity, and we are trying to develop economically the Christians. We are bringing scholars to teach them and how to harvest and so on and so on. And not only also we are preaching them also, or we are broadcasting to help each other economically, not, physically. And we are trying to educate the people. Education is most important for Africans to come to be rich, or mentally and physically even. So we are trying to educate them spiritually and theologically and also worldly.
Is there a love for Israel amongst the Christian community in Ethiopia?
I don't think so. There are Jewish people, I know that, but Christians I didn't see from Israel. But look that there are some cultures which are related to Israel. Since we are saying that we were believing in one God before the birth of Christ. For example, First King, you can read the relationships of Israel and Ethiopia between Queen of Sheba and King Solomon. So you may observe some cultures and some observances there. For example, Sabbath, the Saturday, is a holiday for Ethiopians. We are celebrating two holidays, Sunday and Saturday. So that is, because of the relationship between Israel and Ethiopia. The other thing is that you may get there also a special book, what we call, the researchers are Ethiopian Ethiopian Enoch book, which is coming from Israel, and a lot of how to sing, way of singing, way of worshipping is typically from Israel. So there is, elements of worshipping and reading and so on, but I didn't see the Israel Christians in Ethiopia.
So this is something that needs to be worked on for the future, for the Christian community to have a heart for Israel, because that's part of what the Bible is talking about.
Yes, of course. Brother, I want to use this opportunity to say something. We should support to each other, unless we will not survive in the world. The Christians, what I mean. So the Europeans should support the Israelis, because we are believing in one God. So the Israelites should also support the Christians there, not to be eliminated or killed by the so-called Muslims. So we are trying, and when they come, we are saying that welcome to Ethiopia. And the other thing is that also it's our obligation, since we are believing one God, so we are our obligation to be strengthened to each other.
So you're here at the Christian Media Summit. Are you hoping to take away some of the things that you learn from here back to Ethiopia?
Sure. I will learn, as I said before, I will take a lot of experience, for example, from you, what you are doing here. And also, I share my experience and my problems, what I'm inside. It's not a personal problem, but the problem of the Christians here in Ethiopia. And I may get solutions from the other countries, how do they solve their problems. So I will take a lot of things from this summit.
What is your prayer for the nation of Israel?
To have peace. That's my priority. So without peace, you cannot, live. So I pray to Israel to have peace and to unite her people and to live peaceful with her neighboring countries like Palestine and so on.
What's your website for people who'd like to know more?
So EOTC, Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. So you may get there. We have Facebooks, websites, social medias, and also we have satellite TVs there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.